student, today let's start with chapter number 20, that is social justice and marginalised. So in this chapter I will tell you about what is social inequality. There are many measures has been taken by the Indian government to narrow the gap between different caste, marginalized group and other weaker society. So what we have done in this chapter, I will tell you about the various marginal communities, constitutional provisions जो किससे relate करते हैं, relating to social justice to these communities are given. So what are marginalized group? So citizens who are underprivileged for centuries came under weaker section or marginalized group. This Constitution of India has not specified any particular caste or group as scheduled caste or scheduled. So identification of such caste, tribe, classes is specified by the presidential order that is issued by the governor at the respective state. जो कौन issue करता है? Governor करता है. If we talk about scheduled caste, so the Constitution of India does not define scheduled caste. वो specify करता है इसको by the presidential order that is issued in a consultation with governor. जो respective status के governor के consultate के साथ ही क्या करते हैं हम इसको देखते हैं. A person belonging to scheduled caste must either be Hindu या Sikh होना चाहिए या only Sikh होना चाहिए and not of other community. In case of person belonging to scheduled caste, वो अपने religion को convert करता है, right, to other than a Hindu or Sikh. Now scheduled tribe, it comprises 8% of the total population of the country. Since ages scheduled tribes are living under miserable condition and they are facing what? They are facing unbearable disability. So they grow under grinding poverty and appalling illiteracy. They are denied even basic amenities of life. जो basic amenities है life की वो भी ये क्या है? Denied. A scheduled tribe person even after converting of to any of the religion does not lose the status and the benefit of scheduled. Now backward classes. So other backward classes have also been identified on caste keeping in view for social, economic and educational problems. जो backward classes है, caste is not defined here and they constitute 52% of the total population of India. Identification of such classes, caste is subject to judicial injury. किसको करते हैं? Judicial injury. Minorities. A minority is a group of people of the same race, religion, who constitutes less than a numerical majority of the population. Right? Just as you can see, just as in case of India, Muslim, Sikhs, Christianity and Anglo-Indian constitute minorities. Evident where we can appearance in the mind of the people. So we can say that democratic country there is always a necessary proper safeguard to allay a fear of the minorities. Next is constitutional provision for the safeguard of the minority. Article 14 है right to equality. ये किसको reflect करता है? गांधी जी के teachings को. What we say here, discrimination on the basis of religion or race is prohibited. अगर आप discrimination कर रहे हो religion के basis पे, caste के basis पे, right? No citizen on the ground of religion, race or caste is subjected to any disability or restriction of any kind of regarded whether it is access to shop, public restaurant, hotel, places of public entertainment, and nobody can disallow from making use of wells, tanks and barbecues. Article 16 जो है आपका वो बताता है इकोनॉमिक इक्वालिटी को, जो आपको इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी प्रोवाइड करती है सब सिटीजन्स को विदाउट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, बिना किसी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन. आर्टिकल 17 अनटचेबिलिटी को क्या करता है? अबॉलिश करता है. आर्टिकल 25 फ्रीडम ऑफ कॉन्साइंस. आर्टिकल 26 अलाउ फ्री टू स्टैब्लिश. आप फ्री हो कि आप स्टैब्लिश करोगे, मेंटेन करोगे रिलीजियस इंस्टीट्यूशन को, उनको ओन करोगे, मैनेज करोगे, राइट, प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ सच इंस्टीट्यूशन. Now directive principle under article 46 exhort the state to promote with a special care the education and the economic interest. So article 30 allows the minority to establish and administer what? Educational institution. So we can say that this is not show discrimination while granting aid to educational institution. Welfare measure. We have 5 religious community: Hindu, Muslim, Christianity, Buddhist, Zoroastrians. Right? हमारे पास अलग अलग है. एंड नेशनल कमीशन ऑफ माइनॉरिटी एक्ट 1992, ये 5 कम्युनिटी है जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूट करती है अबाउट 18.47% ऑफ द कंट्रीज पॉपुलेशन. सो गवर्नमेंट ने कुछ मेजर ली है फॉर द वेलफेयर. व्हाट आर दीज मेजर? जैसे नेशनल कम्युनिटी कमीशन ऑफ माइनॉरिटी. नेशनल कमीशन फॉर माइनॉरिटी किसके लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल है? वो सेफगार्ड करती है किसके इंटरेस्ट? माइनॉरिटीज के. ठीक है, जो माइनॉरिटी वाले लोगों के इंटरेस्ट को सर्विस मैटर, माइनॉरिटी एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूशन, डिस्प्यूट रिलेटेड टू रिलीजियस प्लेसेस, सब इसमें ही आपकी क्या है include है. After taking cognizance of the complaints, reports are called concerned authority on receipt of report. National Commission on Religious and Linguistic Minority. So we can say that Government of India has seized the welfare needs of socially and economic backward section. So a detailed examination is given for the identification of minorities. आपको कुछ measures भी suggest करे जाएंगे for the welfare the government has constituted. What measures is recommend? एक तो रिजर्वेशन देता है एजुकेशन में गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय पे, दूसरा सजेस्ट करता है नेसेसरी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल, लीगल एंड एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव मोडालिटी. Now economic development. So National Minorities Development and Finance Corporation, what is provide consent finance for self activities to eligible beneficiaries. Now education development, Maulana Azad Education is a registered society with objective of promoting education amongst educational backward section. Government of India, what it provide corrects fund from 17 crore to 100 crore. Next is your constitutional provision for safeguarding the interest of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. So what are right to equality? ये क्या specify करता है? No person can be deprived of to use shop, hotels, public entertainment, courts as well. किसकी वजह से? On the grounds of caste or piece of birth, right? So there is a reservation of seats in Lok Sabha and Legislative Assembly of the state for the scheduled caste and scheduled. National Commission of Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes has been commissioned to investigate complaints regarding deprivation of wealth. Now certain schemes, employment scheme, rural land loss employment guarantee scheme, Jawahar Rozgar Yojana, ये सब launch हुई है with a lot of enhancing their income. Certain scheme enhancing for educational development, pre-matric scholarship for children, those who have engaged in unclean occupation, post-matric scholarship दी जाती है SC students को, national fellowship scheme दी जाती है, right? National overseas scholarship दी जाती है, right? And then UP graduation of merit of SC students, ये facilities देता है for all rounder development. Coaching and aligned scheme for weaker section, जिसमें आपका SC, OBC और minority सब include होते हैं, right? Hotels for hostel for scheduled caste boys and girls of the central and state government, stepping stone to economic and social growth. Now many assistance will be given to and added to the interest to the economic development program of SC person, जो आपके below poverty line. जैसे आप देखेंगे स्पेशल सेंट्रल असिस्टेंट टू शेड्यूल्ड कास्ट सब प्लान. नेशनल शेड्यूल्ड कास्ट फाइनेंस डेवलपमेंट कॉर्पोरेशन, व्हाट इज प्रोवाइड? इट्स प्रोवाइड कंसेशनल, मतलब आपको फाइनेंस देती है लेकिन कुछ कंसेशंस पे देती है, राइट? नाउ वी हैव स्पेशल सेंट्रल असिस्टेंट फॉर ट्राइबल सब प्लान. So we can see the government of India has also been extending special central assistance of the state. So on the demand of the basic income generation programs, what raise the, हम क्या कर रहे हैं, इकोनॉमिक और सोशल स्टेटस को जो ट्राइबल के रेज कर. ठीक है, इसमें आपके एक तो ट्राइबल रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट है जो किसमें इंगेज है, प्रोवाइडिंग प्लानिंग इनपुट्स टू द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, राइट? नेक्स्ट इज द स्कीम फॉर गर्ल्स हॉस्टल, इट इज यूजफुल एज an इंस्ट्रूमेंट फॉर एक्सपेक्टिंग एजुकेशन. एस्टेब्लिशमेंट ऑफ आश्रम स्कूल्स जो आपका 1990 में 1991 में कब हुआ था, लॉन्च हुआ. वोकेशन ट्रेनिंग दी जाती है ट्राइबल एरियाज में जिससे हम उसमें स्किल्स को डेवलप कर सके, ट्राइबल यूथ को डेवलप कर सके. Untouchability, the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe constitute 16% and 8% of total population of the country. The person belonging to scheduled caste, जो बट क्या है scheduled caste है, वो क्या करेगा, social disparities face करता है and economic backward. The untouchables are discriminated against in many ways. They had to live separately. उनको आउटस्कर्ट ऑफ द विलेज पे सेपरेटेड रहना होता था. If by chance they happen to touch any high caste person, the person supposed to perform ceremony, जिससे वो अपनी क्या कर सके, रिलीजियस प्योरिटी को दोबारा से रीऑब्टेन कर सके. ना तो वो वाटर निकाल पाते से पब्लिक वेल से, ना वाटर टैंक्स और रिवर घाट से. And this they were even barred from entering public eating places, right? And ships. Now महात्मा गांधी रोल, भाई महात्मा गांधी का क्या रोल था हरिजन्स का अपलिफ्टमेंट में? So many religious and social reforms tried to end evil practice without much effect. But during the national movement, Mahatma Gandhi made eradication of untouchability one of his goals. So he had once made untouchability was spreading in the Hindu society. It was against both men and women. दोनों के against थी, चाहे वो men हो चाहे वो God. In his opinion, it did not even had the sanction of Hindu scripture. Living up of this, Mahatma Gandhi declared that the untouchables were Harijans. Untouchables were the Harijans, the people of God. So what he did, he tried to integrate into Indian National Congress and the Freedom Movement. He wanted and stayed with them. वो चाहते थे और वो वहाँ रहे, उनके साथ मील शेयर करा, उनके साथ घर कॉलोनीज वगैरह को क्लीन करा, different things he did. And now we can see that public dinners were organized in which people expressed their feeling, and thus many people rejected this practice. इस practice को बहुत लोगों ने reject भी करा. Now constitutional provision and other efforts. So Constitution of India guarantees 6 fundamental rights. उसमें से एक है right to equality. The state cannot discriminate against anyone. कि जो state है किसी भी ground पे caste, creed, color, sex के उस पे discriminate नहीं कर सकता. Recognizing the need of uplift depressed class, special facilities और reservation दिए गए. Schedule caste को, schedule tribe को. To make this more effective, the practice of untouchability has been made up punishable. और किसमें जो Civil Rights Act of 1955. The worst effect of untouchability is the demoralization of a large section of society. Harijans have been treated by rest of the people and have forced to live in a pool of unhygienic condition. They have no chance for improving themselves and achieving a better life. इससे क्या हुआ? This led to the two things. Some of them were humiliated by the treatment that they begin to believe in that they do not deserve. Now others feel frustrated and develop a feeling of resentment, and thus peace and progress of the country is threatened. Law against untouchabilities are an important measure that taken by the government to uphold the rights of the people who has been discriminated against, what, on the basis of caste. At the same time, other methods are being used to create awareness among the people, right? Now other activities are also organized to encourage integration, like cleaning of Harijan colonies, arranging offering water to people and other castes, and voluntary organization. And media have also played a part, with street play being enacted and articles being written against practice of untouchability. Seminars and debates on the topic were organized, and school children are educated on the evils of caste discrimination. So government has also set aside what? Large sums of money in the 5-year plan for upliftment of Harijans. Certain states have even given awards to the village that have been worked successfully in the eradication of social. Contribution क्या था? Lot to remove untouchability, and Harijan by the upper caste is to take concrete step जिससे हम उनकी financial condition को improve कर सकते हैं. जैसे आपका educating them and providing, उनको educate करो, vocational training provide करो, and spreading awareness. Untouchability की जो awareness है उसको spread. Right? This is all in this chapter. Hope you understood. Now I will do the exercise of this chapter. Now we have tick the correct option. Which articles allowed freedom of conscience? That is 25. Which scholarship is for the SC student? That is post-matric. Now who are not mentioned in minority? इसमें से आपके एक और minority में mention नहीं है, Hindu. Who describe untouchables as God's people? That is your Gandhi ji. In the Dash plan, a large amount of money was allotted to the upliftment of Harijan, 5-year plan. Now filling the blanks. Weaker section of the society who live in tribal areas are called. उनको क्या कहा जाता था? Scheduled tribe. The scheduled tribe comprised dash of total population. 8.65. Mandal Commission was concerned with the welfare of. Mandal Commission case किसके लिए थी? OBC, that is other backward class. Article dash allows minorities to establish educational institution. कौन सा article है? That is Article 30. Now, write T for true and F for false statement. Article 14, right to equality, reflects the teaching. Yes, true. Scheduled tribe comprises of 16%. False. National Commission for Minority is responsible for the interest of minority, right? 6 comes under minority community, it's true. Next is there is not an even a share of untouchable. False. Now match the following untouchable. Harijans, freedom of equality, fundamental rights, street play, voluntary organization. Now answer the following. What provisions are made by the National Commission for Minority? क्या provision बनाया ये आपको बताना है. Mention different constitutional position of for safeguarding interest of OBC. What do you mean by minority? Or what are the efforts that are being made by the Indian government for the education upliftment of minority? Mention the constitutional provision. What is social inequality? What is Article 26? Then you have to tell what is untouchability. What are marginalized group? And what is the आपको present condition बतानी regard the untouchability, right? This is all in this chapter. Hope you understood each and everything. Now we will meet in the next class. That's all for today. Thank you.